Arthur was known as a great and noble king who ruled a kingdom called Camelot.
Il attend devant cette photo d'antan. Il n'est pas fou, il y croit, c'est tout. Il la voit partout, il attend debout. Une rose à la main, à part elle, il n'attend rien.
He was famous for being wise, brave, and fair.
Le regard absent, il est seul et lui parle souvent.
One of the most iconic symbols in his story is a magical sword called Excalibur.
Une rose à la main, non, non plus rien ne le retient. Dans sa love story, dans sa love story.
According to the legend, only the true king could pull the sword from the stone. And Arthur was the one who did it.
Promets-moi que tout ira bien. Serre-moi fort, près de toi je rêve encore. Oui, oui, je veux rester, mais je ne sais plus aimer. J'ai été trop bête. Je t'en prie, arrête, arrête, comme je regrette. Non, je ne voulais pas tout ça.
This moment marked the beginning of his journey as a king.
Je t'offrirai tout mon or et si tu t'en fiches, je t'attendrai sur le port et si tu m'ignores, je t'offrirai mon dernier souffle de vie dans ma love story.
But Arthur was not alone. He was guided by a powerful and wise wizard named Merlin.
Ma love story. Une bougie peut illuminer la nuit.
Merlin played an important role in helping Arthur become the leader he was meant to be.
Il y a moi, personne n'y croit, mais l'amour fait d'un fou un roi. Et si tu m'ignores, je me battrai encore et encore.
As a king, Arthur built something very special, the Knights of the Round Table.
C'est l'histoire d'une vie, love story.
This was a group of brave knights who served the kingdom. The table was round, which meant no one sat at the head of the table. It symbolizes equality, meaning everyone was equally important. Among these knights, one stood out the most, Sir Lancelot. Lancelot was known as the strongest and most skilled knight. He was loyal, courageous, and admired by everyone. However, His story is also one of the most tragic parts of the legend. Lancelot fell in love with Queen Guinevere, who was King Arthur's wife. This relationship created a deep conflict. It broke trust within the kingdom and caused tension among the knights. It shows us that even the best people can make mistakes, and those mistakes can have serious consequences. But that wasn't the only problem. There was also murder. A figure who betrayed King Arthur. Some stories say he was Arthur's son or nephew. Murder's betrayal led to a great battle that will decide the fate of the kingdom. This final battle is known as the Battle of Cumland. In this battle, Arthur and Mordred fought each other. Both were seriously injured. It was a tragic ending to what was once a powerful and united kingdom. After the battle, Arthur was taken to a mysterious place called Avalon. Here's the interesting part. Some legends say that Arthur did not actually die. Instead, he is resting, waiting for the time when he is needed again. This idea gives hope. It suggests that a great leader never truly disappears. The story of King Arthur is more than just a legend. It reflects real human experience, love, loyalty, betrayal, and hope.
Hey everyone, welcome to our podcast. Today we're going to talk about something really interesting, the meaning behind the death of King Arthur. Before it, we would like to introduce ourselves. My name is Edra Nufati with students ID number 123 25 10 and 44. And my name is Nuralita Isma Safira with student number 12325 10 4 and 7.
When people hear about King Arthur, they usually think about swords, knives, and magic.
But actually, his story, especially his deed, has deep meanings in mythology, history, literature, and culture.
Exactly. So today we're going to explore all of those aspects in a simple and fun way.
Let's get started!
But before we go deeper, let's quickly talk about who King Arthur is.
King Arthur is a legendary British king. He is known for leading the Knights of the Round Table.
Yes, and he is often connected with famous characters like Merlin, Lancelot, and Queen Guinevere.
Some people believe he was a real historical figure, but there's no clear proof.
That's why his story is considered a legend, a mix of history and imagination.
And because of that, his death is also told in different ways.
But in most versions, his death marks the end of a great kingdom, Camelot.
And that's what makes it so important.
Now let's talk about mythological meaning.
In mythology, Arthur doesn't always die in a normal way.
Right, in many stories, he's taken to Avalon, a magical island.
Avalon is often described as a peaceful place where he can heal.
And this creates the idea that Arthur might return someday.
Yes, he is called the Once and Future King.
This idea gives people hope.
Exactly. It means that even though he is gone, he is not truly lost.
So his death becomes a symbol of hope and renewal, not just ages.
And that's why his legend continues for centuries.
Now let's move to the historical meaning.
Arthur's death represents the fall of a powerful kingdom.
After he dies, Camelot begins to collapse.
This shows that even strong systems depend on leadership.
Yes, and without a strong leader, unity can break easily.
This reflects real history where empires fall after losing their leaders.
Arthur's death is not just personal, it's political.
So, it teaches us about the importance of stability and unity.
And also reminds us that power is temporary. Now let's talk about literature.
Arthur's story is full of important values,
Like bravery, honor, and loyalty.
but also betrayal.
Yes, especially the story of Lancelot and Guinevere.
That betrayal plays a big role in the fall of Camelot.
It shows that internal conflict can be more dangerous than external enemies.
And Arthur's death becomes the result of both.
Another important theme is morality.
Even a great king can't escape death.
This makes the story more human and relatable. Now let's look at cultural meaning.
King Arthur is a symbol of British identity.
He represents ideals like courage and justice.
His story has influenced many books, movies, and shows.
And each person tells the story in a new way.
That's why his legend is still popular today
It connects the past with the present.
and keeps cultural values alive. Now, what can we learn from his story? A lot, actually. Arthur shows us that leadership is not easy. Yes, leaders make difficult decisions. And sometimes those decisions have negative results. It also teaches us about responsibility and the importance of learning from mistakes. Arthur is not perfect, and that's why you can relate to him. So to conclude, the death of King Arthur is more than just the end of his journey. It represents hope, change, human weakness, and cultural identity. It teaches us lessons about life, leadership, and society. And that's why the legend still matters today. Okay, thank you guys for listening our podcast about the death of King Arthur. See you next time.
The winner takes it all.
Ayo.
Wes ta?
Wis.
Let's get started.
Swords, knives, and magic. Oh, coba dulu, ya Allah. Saya, gak usah dikah.
Normal way.
A mix of history and imagination.
This legend continues for centuries.
Now, what can we learn about his story? Kok about his story sih?
Terus.
From. Now, what can we learn? Now, what can we learn about? What?
From. Kamu bahasa gue pot.
Both. Now, what can we learn? Now, what can we learn about? Now, what can we learn from his story? Now, what can we learn about?
About Holy Candy.
Now, what can
We learn.
Now. Now, what can we learn from his story? Akhirnya hai. Sorry. Yes. Wes.
Loh, sebab itu.
Wes.
And that's why you can relate to him.